I have my new experience playing it for the past couple days. Because so far I've played Arc Raiders entirely as a trio or a duo. I've spent the past couple days playing solo. It's a different game.
Different game.
It's a different game.
Good way or bad way?
So let's put it this way: when you play, if you queue up solo, you go onto a map with only solo queued players.
Okay.
If you go into if you queue up as two, you go into priority two, but if they need to fill three. So it's it's commonly understood that if you go into a duo or a trios raid, shoot on sight. You see people, you shoot people. In solos, it's the friendliest group of people you've ever met.
Wow, that's legit.
I have
Kicked my dang camera.
I've been solo queuing for like my last 10 or 12 hours of gameplay. I've been shot by people 5 times.
Wow.
I've been killed maybe 5 times by other players. Generally, I would say like 9 out of 10 people. Friendliest people you're gonna meet. If you don't, it's like they will either because there's like emotes in the game where you can say like don't shoot or something like that, and their character will say it out, or you can just go in a prox chat and it's like you'll hear it, and it's like I'll be looting a building or something. I'll just hear hey coming through friendly, or it's like people just be calling out like friendly or something, or they'll just you'll be moving along, you'll just hear don't shoot off to the side, so you're good. It's like I just pop in a prox chat. I'm like, all good, man. I'm going on my way. Oh, it's like hell. There's been a couple times where I get downed fighting the arc, where like I'll just not be paying attention or get downed or something, and it's like if you're in a duo or a trio, if all of you go down, you might as well just surrender because or you either surrender or you try to crawl off so just to get away so they can't find your stuff just to be an asshole.
Mhm.
In solos, there's been a couple times where like I'll be like at the end of a hallway in the dark when I die. And like I'll hear someone moving around and I'll just go to prox chat. I'm like, hey man, you got a defib? I'm down here in the corner. And they'll just come over and pick you up. There's been a
Wow.
couple times where I didn't say anything. I got downed by the Rocketeer because I caught his aggro on accident. Crawled into a building. Dude was in there, looked over, saw me, came over, defibbed me, got me back up. And it's like I just rolled with him for the rest of the run.
Man, this is fascinating to hear. Honestly,
It's wild.
this is like obviously haven't played it, but this
it's
is really cool to hear.
It is a different game.
That is really dope to hear.
It
I'm
is
not gonna lie.
It is a strangely collaborative solo experience.
So, like you said,
I've had a couple times because like there's a bunch of every map has a bunch of locked doors that you need a key card to access. I've spawned in a couple times and been running by, going to do my own thing, and someone will call out to be like, "Hey, I got a key. You want to go with me?" And they'll just take me to the key. Like they just want someone to watch their back.
yeah.
So it's like you go in there with them. They'll just like share the loot with you from the room, and then you kind of just roll together and form more up as you go.
Wow, this is crazy to hear.
There's like in the solo, I've gotten most of like because to upgrade all your workbenches and stuff to like max level, you have to kill some of the bigger arc and like get the resources off of them. I've gotten all of my bastion kills in solo lobbies where like I'll just be in a building, see a bastion, shoot it, and then and it's like, and then everybody just comes out of the woodworks, peeking out of windows or off rooftops. Everybody just shoots in, helps you kill it, and then a couple of them will come down like, "Hey man, you mind if I grab some stuff?" It's the strangest experience.
This is crazy to me. I obviously haven't played it. Have not played
I go into
games like this in a while, but like for the ones I have played in the past, this is a foreign freaking world to me.
Let's put it this way: I go into duos and trios. I am ruthless.
Ruthless aggression.
I am. Me and my buddy were playing the other night, and like we were running kind of spread apart on Buried City, running along the rooftops, and we see a trio, and they all start popping shots at him. He's up hidden. He can't really help me much because he doesn't have a line of sight. I'm standing off. I got they split off, so I got one guy to one side, two people over here. I'm in a long range gunfight against three people, and I'm winning. And then like it's the weirdest experience because like you see movement, and if it's not an arc, you shoot
Hmm.
or you wait for the opportunity and then you shoot.
Yeah.
In solo, you just shoot the arc. You just shoot the arc and you go along your merry way. I it has not necessarily been helpful for me for when I go back to playing duos or trios because man, I'm reckless now. I just
Reckless
I already was I was already the reckless member of
of
my
the
group
group.
that I
Yeah.
play with. Because like when you extract, they're like bunkers. You hit a button to call the elevator, and then generally everybody would go. They hit the button and they go hide. I hit the button and I stand on top of it. Okay, and I'm just like out in the open. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What's the worst that's gonna happen? They're gonna shoot me. They're gonna shoot me. I'm gonna crawl in the elevator and leave." Because you can still extract out if you've been downed. Like you can still leave with all your stuff if you've been downed as long as you don't bleed out.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? They're gonna shoot me and they're gonna kill me. They're gonna down me, or they're gonna shoot me. I'm gonna see where they are and I'm gonna fight back.
Right.
So that's tends to be my attitude. But in solos, I'm like, I'm like I said, in duos and trios, I'm ruthless. I'm shoot on sight. I am there for me and my group. In solos, I'm helping all the new people through their quests. I'm leading people around, helping them out. I'm in prox chat constantly being helpful. It's the weirdest thing for me.
That's great though, man. That's what gaming's about, brother.
Uh,
That's awesome.
but yeah, and for context, I've got most of my workbenches max level. I've got I've started gathering up quite a few blueprints so that I can actually have stuff. I've been stockpiling and making like some of the higher tier weapons uh as I go. I still don't have a tier 3 work or like gunsmith, so I can't working on that. I only need like I think I only need one more item to max it out, and then I can start crafting some of my highest blueprints. But I've basically just been running around uh gathering a bunch of materials and then just converting everything up so that I have everything ready so that I can and I've been slowly making and then upgrading my weapons
Hmm.
so that uh so that like I have a stockpile. So it's not like that way when I go in I'm like, "Oh man, I lost my one gun that I've been working towards." It's like, "No, I got like 7 of them back at home." So I'm at the point now where I was kind of already in the mindset, but I'm at the point now where I have a lot of the higher tier like augments and shields, weapons and stuff. So now I'm like, I go in, I'm like, yeah, if I lose it, I have more.
Yeah.
So it's been one where uh, I've slowly been just like stockpiling and preparing for some of the big fights, or for like going after some of the big stuff. I might be trying to go for the queen soon.
Hmm.
I don't know. I haven't even attempted it yet, so haven't looked into it much. But I might try it soon
Hmm.
or relatively soon. Uh, I've got a lot of upgrades. I got a lot of like weapons and stuff now. So looking forward to some of those fights. Those are going to be fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, looking forward to getting back into duos and trios because fighting on like doing a lot of the PvP fights on some of the like several of the maps are a lot of fun. A lot of verticality, a lot of like weird angles and lines of sight you can get on. So looking forward to getting back into the action there. But definitely been enjoying uh, like solo queuing for a bit. Been knocking out quests like crazy for the past like day or two. When I remember to do it because it's also just doing a lot of big loot runs because people were letting me. I wasn't having to fight for my life the entire time. Uh, so yeah, been trying to knock out all my quests. Been trying to just gather resources.
Mhm.
So definitely still having a lot of fun with it. Still very addicted to it.
Oh, nice. Man, I love hearing about how different the solo queue is. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, they've already got like a pretty beefy roadmap just for this year.
Mhm.
Like we got updates coming in November. We got updates coming in December with like new new terrain. I think some new enemies. Uh, so yeah, a lot of they hit the ground running with planned updates. So they're gonna be doing a lot over the next couple months
Nice.
to try to keep it fresh.
Man, honestly, because I was thinking about this earlier too, mostly because of stuff we were talking about with the Gamesthetic Awards that we're working on. Shout out to that, by the way. Man, just honestly, shout out to Embark. I mean, first two games they've ever done have both like come out and have had some form of success to great success. Because the finals was fine, you're right. It had its run with really solid success, and then it just stayed like
Yeah, it,
solid.
it had
It
it had
stayed
its
solid.
consistent
Yeah,
players.
it had and now you have Arc Raiders, which is like doing more than the finals ever did. So I
Yeah,
mean, shout out to Embark, man. Talk
yeah,
about like two
because
games back to back, debut games, and you're killing it.
that was
It's
just
like it's one of those things that's when you see a studio like Embark that has two games come out like this and are doing well, it just makes you just take a step back and realize that okay, a studio like this, they're the ones who truly like understand what their players want for these type of games. You know what I mean? To have games like both of these to be like successful as they've been, especially Arc Raiders, like you have a game that was like, let's just say overall successful with the finals, and then Arc Raiders being extremely successful. So it's just cool to see that like it feels like Embark really understands what their players want. You know what I mean?
yeah. And granted, we're only like a little over a week out since release,
Yeah.
but it is one where it's like last weekend it peaked somewhere around like 300,000 players.
Mm,
Uh, it peaked earlier today at 416,000. So it's like we are still very close to release. The hype is still very much here.
yeah. And the
And
hype will die down
it's
some,
like the
sure.
hype is still very much here, but usually like launch weekend is when you see the peak numbers. So it'll be interesting to see because it's been one where like as the week has gone on, it's like people are hearing about it more and more people are trying it. Like I said, in solo queue, just in the last day or so, I've ran into so many new players.
Hmm.
Because uh, I was running into people who were going because like you unlock maps, you unlock maps as you play like as you put more time in, you get more, your level goes up. You unlock the additional maps that you can play on, and there were several times where I'd be on maps and I'd run into somebody in the solo queue who uh, didn't know how to extract on the map. So like I was helping people through it, like leading them to them. Like I ran into a guy on Buried City who was like, "Dude, I've been trying to figure out how to get out of this place." I was like, "Is this your first time here?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You trying to extract?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Follow me." I'm like,
Nice.
on this map you have to. It's like everything's underground. You have to find the entrances down and call the subway, and
Hmm.
then you can leave. So it's like been running around trying to help people do that when I can because you know it's it's nice. I've had people unintentionally help me who just happened to be doing the same quest I was doing and was ziplining around,
Hmm.
who just made my life easier because I got there right after them. Uh, so it just saved me some time on some of these. But again, a lot of people are very helpful. Granted, if you go into solo, if you do get arc raiders or if you are playing arc raiders and go into solo for the first couple times, don't get disheartened if you find that one guy for the first few raids you do, and you constantly run into like the one or two guys who are running around not wanting to be friendly with anybody.
It does happen still.
It does very much still happen. Uh,
Just not
but
as often.
just keep trying it.
Yeah.
You'll find your lobbies. You'll
Yeah.
find your lobbies where everybody's as nice as can be.
Right. Man, shout out. How crazy is that, man? Shout out to Arc Raiders.
I'd
Shout out
been-
to Solo Queue. I love it.
I had been hearing about it. I didn't, but I hadn't played solo, and my few experiences playing solo, because I was telling my buddy about it earlier, and he goes, "Dude, that is not my experience in solo so far." But he was like me; he'd only done it like maybe 4 or 5 times.
Mhm.
He's like, "I get killed every time." I was like, "Weirdest thing. It was happening to me too." And then it didn't.
Then it didn't.
It's like I was dying constantly.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I found all the nice people,
Right.
and then it was a grand old time.
Mhm.
But yeah, Arc Raiders is doing great right now. Like I said, they've got a lot of content planned out for the next several months, and it'll be really interesting to see how this game grows.
Mhm.
Because that's going to be the big thing, is where do we go from here, really, is what it's all going to be about.
Right.
And I mean, to be fair, for what we have right now, I don't know how it is for people who are playing the game nonstop. But it's like, for me, playing it a couple hours every night and then on the weekends hitting it pretty hard, there's still so much shit for me to do. There's so much for me to do. It's like, I'm enjoying the game enough to where, you know how I mentioned before, where it was like optional, instead of doing like traditional seasonal wipes right now, they're testing out this what they have is like expeditions, where you start once you hit a certain level, you unlock the ability to do an expedition. It's basically, you spend a couple weeks committing, basically you go gather a bunch of resources and then give it away to the city. Essentially, you gather a bunch of resources, commit it to them, and then it's like the resources just, they get, it's like they go up in tier, I guess, every time you do it. I'm only on the second step right now. I had no intentions of ever doing it. I'm having a blast right now playing the game. I'm actually working on the expedition stuff, because essentially what it is if you complete the expedition once, because I don't think it's open yet, but once they have a time frame where you have that period, and then you can do the expedition. Essentially, you retire that character, make another character, you start from scratch, except you keep some stuff. They have it in the game. They have a thing where it tells you what you keep and what you lose, and then you get like bonuses for that second character. Not like, you get like inventory space,
Mhm.
faster XP gain, stuff like that. Not like beneficial, like in raid bonuses necessarily. It's basically just like account bonuses. For that character. Had no intentions of doing that, because part of the appeal was not having to wipe. But I'm having such a great time, I'm working towards it.
Mhm.
So who knows? They open up Expedition and I get it all done. I may wipe my character and start over.
Right. Get back on the grind.
It's like, that's how much fun I'm having with it.
Nice.
Like I said, part of the appeal of the game was not having to do that, and here I am engaging with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Great game.
Great game. Hey, shout out to Arc Raiders, man. Absolutely taking over the world. Love that the solo queue is the way that it is. Keep it up, everyone. That's great gaming right there. That's great gaming community.
Yeah, it's like, just for context, game's been out for like 8 or 9 days. I think I'm at like 41 hours right now,
Mm-hmm.
and that's none of that is just AFK time. That is all loading up and jumping in.
Right. Nice.
Which for me, for me, 40 hours in like a week time frame, it's a lot of playing.
That is a lot of time. Yes, especially when you factor in work and
Yeah, because that's like
yeah,
that's with work and everything else that I have going on.
true, true. Man, shout out, man. Shout out to Arc Raiders taking over the world right now. Love to see it. Love to see the success, and excited to see where it continues to be a success. That's the big thing. What the roadmap's going to fully look like and how it's going to play out.